jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey!
Jingle bells, Batman smelt, Robin laid an egg. The Batmobile lost the wheel and the Joker got away.
Hey everybody, Spider-Kel back once again for another DC Chess Collection review, number 19, Hush. What a brilliant character this is. That's pretty much what I'd like to open with. I read the Hush stories, Volume 1, Volume 2, and easily two of the greatest Batman stories that I have read, hands down. I absolutely adored it, and this is one graphic novel and one collection of stories that I find myself going back to a lot, like I said with The Killing Joke, where I go back to that and I can reread that and still very much enjoy it. Hush is definitely another one of those. A fantastic story, really, really good, and I love as well how it has so many characters in it, so many of like Batman's villains and allies. Just a wonderfully paced, wonderfully told story. Easily one of my favourites. But another thing that I like about Hush is the idea that he is, again I'll go back to Joker, how I've always said that Joker is Batman's equal opposite. He is the opposite side to the coin. They're the same coin, different sides. And Hush, or Thomas Elliot, is exactly the same with Bruce Wayne. The complete opposite of everything that Bruce Wayne is. Bruce Wayne loses his family, loses his parents, and gains their wealth, but is completely destroyed by the fact that they're dead and becomes Batman. Thomas Elliot is the complete opposite and tries to kill his parents in order to get the money, and is completely and utterly destroyed when he realises they're still alive, or at least one of them, I believe one of them still survived or something. Yeah, but I love that idea that he is the complete opposite to Bruce Wayne, and how Bruce Wayne's, oh, my parents are dead, and Thomas Elliot is, oh, my parents are still alive, God's sake, I want the money. And it's just a wonderful story, and how he goes about bringing everyone together to destroy Bruce Wayne and Batman. Just a brilliant, brilliant character. And a brilliant set of stories. Really enjoyed them. So when this was announced as a pawn, obviously again very excited. So this was one that I was very much looking forward to. So we'll move on to the figure and see what we thought. And here we have the Hush figure. Very good representation. I really do like what they've done. And I think it's some wonderful detail throughout this figure. And when I first got this, I wasn't particularly too keen, and when I looked at it in further detail, I realised what it was. I think the face that we get here is some incredible sculpting. You have all of these lines which show the bandages that wrap around his head to cover his identity, and that looks fantastic. That, you know, there's excuse me, there's some wonderful, wonderful detail going throughout those bandages there, that you can see where it's just wrapping around his head. But the major problem I had with it was the eyes. Now, I've always said with Batman, Robin, all of the superhero kind of characters, how their eyes are whited out, and it doesn't bother me, because that's how they look in the comics. Their eyes are always whited out. You never see their pupils. That's how they're supposed to be. Hush, on the other hand, doesn't have that. His eyes are showing, so I can't understand why they've gone with this whited out pupil look. It just doesn't look right. It puts me off the figure, to be honest. It just destroys the character a little bit for me. I mean, overall his face is fantastically sculpted and painted. That's some really intricate and well done detail, but the eyes just let it down. Really do. And the mouth as well is really good. It's just those eyes for me. It's just quite ironic that it's never bothered me with whited out eyes on the Batman, Robin, Nightwing figures, but yeah, on Hush it just doesn't look right. We have him here with holding two of his guns across his chest. Very, very nice detail on there, and some wonderful painting and detail in his like his tunic underneath his coat. You have the H there for Hush, which is quite funny. But I love this black on red with the gold as well. It's really, really makes it pop. It's a very, very nice colour. Through down now into the legs, and again, some really, really nice detail. I do really like these boots as well. They kind of look like boots that Batman would wear, to be honest. That's kind of a cool sort of armoured boot, really, or armoured shin plate, really. And then again down to the shoes there with some nice silver laces on there, which is pretty cool. And then we'll zoom out a little bit here for this jacket. We have this jacket which is really nice. Again, not quite as nice as the Commissioner Gordon where it was flowing to one side. It's just, we just have it straight down for this one, but still a really nice colour choice. And then we have these kind of like ties at either side where they flow down, and then I don't even know what you would call that at the back, but like a flap at the back, and then the upturned collar. It's a very, very nice representation, some beautiful colour, beautiful detail, and overall when you look at it far back, it's a wonderful representation of Hush. Another thing about this that I kind of liked, and I'll zoom out for, is that if I hold it here and I'll put a picture right up here, as you can see, it kind of represents the Hush pawn figure that the Riddler had in Batman Hush Volume 2, I believe this was. I think it was in some of the art at the back. But yeah, I kind of like how they've represented how Hush looked in this, in like Riddler's chess set. Whether that was on purpose or not, obviously we don't know. But it's a really nice touch, and it's a really good pose. Nicely well-made figure, really, which is all we can really say about it. Fantastic character, a really nice figure. It's just a shame about the eyes for me that they whited out. But it's not enough to put me off the figure completely. I do really like this. Took me a while, I will admit, to kind of come round, and when I was looking at it, I was like, oh, I'm not keen on that. And then after a few times of looking at it, I thought, you know what, no, actually, it is actually really nice. I just need to look past the eyes. But there we are. So that's the Hush review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be coming back again before Christmas for hopefully a couple more reviews. Until then, take care, everyone. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Crashing through the roof in a one-horse open tree, busting out I go, laughing all the way.